Before we start this video, I want to thank Pic-Time for sponsoring this video. Now, the reason why I said yes to this sponsorship is because I already use Pic-Time. I used it to deliver client work before, and honestly, once you start delivering galleries through something like this, it's hard going back to just dumping photos into a Google Drive folder or like even a Dropbox links. And I'm sure we've all been guilty of this before. But the viewing experience matters. So that's where Pic-Time comes in. When clients opens up a Pic-Time gallery, it actually feels like they're viewing something premium. It feels intentional. It feels curated. Presentations can change how people view you. Sure, a Google Drive is quick and efficient, but it's not something like Pic-Time. And with Pic-Time 2.0, they basically rebuilt their entire experience from the ground up. The gallery design, the mobile experience, the print shop, the album builder, even the AI tools. And it feels more like a gallery platform now, and it gives a more modern client experience platform. So in this video, I want to walk you through the new Pic-Time 2.0. So why don't we just go ahead, and I just want to give you guys some of the things that I really like about Pic-Time 2.0. What I do is to show you the galleries that I sent before using Pic-Time 2 1.0, and then the new galleries that I recently published for for my client. So this was something I did last year, a proposal. Nothing's wrong with this. Looks pretty clean. You get to see the client's photos right here. I think it looks simple and clean. That's Pic-Time 1.0. And this is what I delivered the other night. And this is my client's two Pomeranians that she wanted to photograph. So you can see already that it just looks more modern and updated. And you can see the galleries. What beautiful dogs. What beautiful dogs they have. It's really cool what you can do with Pic-Time 2.0. And I want to go ahead and show you what you can do with it. You can actually design this a whole lot better than with Pic-Time 1.0. So you can see how customizable it is now with everything. You can completely change the feel of the gallery. You can change the font sets, the font weight, the icon weight, the button shapes, the grid layouts, colors. And the cool thing is it doesn't feel overwhelming. I think they give you enough for you to choose, and then they introduce these sort of curated gallery themes. It's designed to make everything cohesive for you, which is really, really great. Instead of manually tweaking every little thing, you can just literally click one theme and it changes the gallery, the store, the typography, the layouts, the styling, whatever it is. Everything just feels connected. And this is what photographers actually need right now, because again, I'm not like a website designer or anything like that. I don't really like handling typeface and all that stuff. I just need something that looks really, really clean and that can just make it in a nice and tight, neat package so that I can deliver this to my clients and then they can have a wonderful viewing experience with their photos. Now, so right now I was in expressive, but we can go around and check out the themes that they have. They have classic, they have fine, they have minimal, airy, spotlight. This is really cool. Editorial, expressive, folk, and soft. Let's go with minimal. And we can change the gallery cover right here. So I'm going to do some tweaking because Pic-Time already selects the images for you to put as the cover, but you can go ahead and change everything to your liking. So let me change this out. Let's see, replace. So now you can go in and replace it with a different photo. So I'm going to view all. Let me see which one I really like. And I think I like this one. This one's cute. Let's use that one. So we press done. And now she is the header. And when we go in here and go through the design, you can change the design of how it looks too. See, this is what I mean. You can get it really customizable right now as well. This is really cool. Oh, that's cute too. I'm going to use this one. Let's use this one because it's both of them. Let's change this, replace this with something else. This one? Yep, let's do that. Boom, there we go. And now it looks freaking cute, everybody. Now we can go to colors and we can change the colors around too. And let's go to text. And this is what I mean. You can change the text around. I really don't like this text that much. So let's go ahead and change that around. Pic-Time already, gives you a bunch of text that you can mess around with. And it is up to you to go in and just select the ones that you want. Clients don't want galleries that feels like, Dropbox photos anymore. They want an experience. And Pic-Time galleries now feels closer to like an editorial website or a luxury campaign. And I think the photographers who care about branding are going to love this. I think with the client that I have, the way she describes her dogs are very, I would say, spoiled in a good way. She does spoil them a lot. So we're looking for something a little bit fancy that matches their personality. And I think this one matches their personality a lot. And then from here, you can change the sizing of the font too. So we can do that. Let me see. Nope. Get closer. There we go. And then the gallery date, we'll just leave everything here. And then the logo, we don't have to show my logo. If you want, you can. And now we go back and we can change the colors around too. We can get different colors. Again, lots and lots of customizable features to go through. And it just gives the client just a more polished gallery. So even if you're not as a designer like me, because again, I'm just a photographer, I'm a content creator, you can actually design each gallery to feel a little bit different than the other. And for this client right here with her dogs, I'm just going to keep it like that. And then from here, you can see what the gallery is going to look like with this right here. And you can also see on a smartphone preview as well. The Pic-Time gives you a preview of how it's going to look. And this is what it's going to look like. So it looks pretty snazzy. Over right here, we're going to preview the gallery. And this is where I think this is pretty cool. So you can see the gallery right here. Very beautiful, beautiful dogs. The mom right here, her name is Siu. And the son right here, his name is Bull. And look at that. Just overall, a cleaner theme. Oh, don't worry about the dog. They're so pretty. They're so freaking cute. And from here, the client can go in and choose which photo that they like. So they can just look through the photos. And these are high res photos that I actually put in. So they can actually heart the photo right here if they wanted to. Or they can actually download the photo right here. And that gives you a high resolution photos. See right here. And then you just press download. So the photo section flows, the photo selection flows is smoother now, and it encourages people to actually engage with the gallery instead of just scrolling it through quickly. Clients can just create their own collection too, so they can just like the ones that they want. And instead of saying, can you send me this photo? They can actually go in there, like it themselves, download it themselves. And actually the AI search is actually smarter now too. So if you go back to photos and media and you try to search for AI stuff, what I really like about this is now I haven't put anything in the in Pic-Time. They just know I can just press brown dog and then everything populates with brown dog. Obviously, Pomeranian. There's a Pomeranian with the brown fur a little bit. Let me see. Let's type in white dog. See what comes up. Uh, So yeah, anything with the white fur, the AI will pick it up immediately, which is pretty cool. And so on chair, you can see that the AI chose the ones that the dogs were sitting on some sort of flat surface right here. I would call that a chair if you want. So this AI is pretty smart. Like I said, the mobile gallery interface feels significantly cleaner now, as you can see right here. So it's way more responsive, way less clunky, and this is also why I continue using Pic-Time for a client delivery because clients don't experience their photos the same way through like a Google Drive folder. The Google Drive links feels like empty sometimes. It just feels transactional and temporary. Pic-Time feels like an actual presentation. I think that changes how people react to the images emotionally. And something like this client right here who really loves their dog, she was just so happy with the photos that I delivered to her. She kept saying, "Oh my God, these are so pretty." I love it. These photos look so great. And she was viewing the link on her phone as well because 90% of people nowadays, they spend a lot of time on their phones. And that's what I like about the new mobile gallery interface. Again, it just feels a lot cleaner than before. And another thing I really like is the shop right here. So if we go into the shop, I actually have the shop open for this client. So if she ever needs photos printed or some frames, she can just go in here and look at it for herself. What I really like is like something like this. Like let's go into frames right here. You go buy a frame and you can start customizing it already. So let's start customizing. Let's say you want a 20 by 30 size, and then the print size 20 by 30 as well. And let's get a white frame. Let's see. What Pic-Time does is it shows you like a sample image, and it shows you how big the photo and the frame is in relations to like the couch and the plants and the pots around your house. So I think this is a pretty cool idea. And again, it makes everything very interactive. Like they don't have to talk to you about printing it out anymore. They can go in here themselves, the shop that you open for them, and choose everything themselves. It's really a cool way to just again and just a way to upsell products and make more money for you guys. Let me see what else is there. We can go in here, select photos. We don't have to choose that one. Let me see what photo I would select. um this one seems cute. We'll go there and finish and personalize, and there we go. And pick time shows you what the 3D rendering would look like, and I think that's really cute. And from there, they can just add to cart, and boom, Bob's your uncle. You just made a sale. They rebuilt the album designer, and clients now can browse through gallery photos. And let's just start customizing. Okay, so there are things you can choose from. Let's go with 20 by 20. Yeah, we can go with linen, leather, wrapped, leather like velvet, which is crazy. I don't know. For this one, yeah, let's go velvet and dusty pink. Let me see here. Select photos. So I think we need to select about like 20 photos. So let's start selecting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's finish and personalize. Now you get to see what the cover looks like. Let's go here. You can add text here. Bow. See you. Done. And add text here. Bow. So there's a lot you can do to customize all this. And then you can, from here, you can just go in and check out all the photos that the AI, the album designer did for you. And I think it's pretty cool. And you can just, if you don't like how it looks here, you can just move it around and change around the order of the photos that you wanted in. So again, pretty cool. So again, it can generate a personalized album in seconds. So if you are like a wedding photographer, shoot thousands of photos, I think this is a good way to, generate some sales, and it can personalize a wedding album book in a matter of seconds. All right, so I think Pic-Time 2.0 is a pretty massive step forward. And again, this is coming from somebody that already uses Pic-Time before the sponsorship. And I generally think that client experience is one of the most overlooked parts of photography. People can spend thousands on cameras, lenses, and lighting and deliver their final work through a random photo link. I think it just cheapens your brand sometimes. So there are platforms like Pic-Time that actually help present your work in a way that feels premium and memorable, and it elevates your brand. And now with, the redesigned galleries, the improved mobile experience, the AI album builder, the print shop, it honestly feels like they're pushing ahead, and it feels more modern than it did before. So I'd like to give a special shout out to Pic-Time for sponsoring this video, and let me know what you guys think down the comment section below. Do clients notice presentation this much? Because honestly, I think they do. And consider subscribing if you found this video helpful. And thanks so much.